Hello everybody and welcome to a quick recap of week 9 and week 10 of the NFL season. I wasn't able to make videos on them. I was sort of getting a little bored, but I am here, I'm back, and I'm going to give a quick recap of both weeks of football action. So week 9, I'm going to do this a little quickly, but I'm going to start off with the Colts and the Jets. The Colts killed the Jets this game. They played amazing. The rushing game was great, and the Jets just suck. Falcons and Saints. The Falcons don't blow it this time. The Saints come back, but the Falcons were able to secure the win with a game-winning field goal. Bills and Jaguars. The Bills lose to the Jaguars, of course. The best team in the AFC at some point this year is now a little shaky with them losing to an awful Jaguars team if they score of 9-6. Browns and Bengals. This game, the Bengals sucked. The Browns killed them, and the Browns are looking like a good team. All this AFC is just really, really balanced, and no team is the favorite. And right now, it's looking like the Browns are able to take away their AFC North. Patriots and Panthers. The Patriots kill the Panthers this game. Panthers are looking pretty bad, and the Patriots are looking on the up after a slow start. They're looking like they're getting some wins going, and they can be really, really good. Broncos and Cowboys. The Broncos kill the Cowboys this game with a 30-0 score. Throughout the first 55 minutes, they shut them out, and then in the final few minutes, Dallas scored some points, so it wasn't a shutout. Texans and Dolphins. This game was unenjoyable. Dolphins win, but the Texans and the Dolphins both sucked this game. Both teams are awful. Vikings and Ravens. This game was a lot closer. The Ravens came back from the Vikings being up a lot late in the game. They were able to come back and win in overtime with a game-winning field goal. Chargers and Eagles. The Chargers barely win against the Eagles. They almost blew it. The Chargers looking like they're getting some close wins against really bad teams, and they need to start winning easily in a lot quicker time, because really you can't let this team like the Eagles be that close to you, and you never know, one bad loss and this team could lose all its momentum. Packers and Chiefs. Aaron Rodgers was immunized earlier this year, and it found out that he wasn't actually vaccinated, so he couldn't play this week, and the Chiefs ended up winning in an ugly game. They should have won this game by a lot more, but they didn't, and the Chiefs get a win, finally, a good win against a good team. And the Packers, hopefully when they get Aaron Rodgers back, they can bounce back. Cardinals and Niners. The Cardinals, without Kyler Murray, win against the 49ers. The 49ers are looking bad. Colt McCoy beat them, so that's a pretty big sign. Hey, we lost to Colt McCoy last year, so maybe it runs in the NFC West. Titans and Rams. The Titans without Derrick Henry still win against the Rams. The Rams weren't that good. Matthew Stafford was pretty bad, having 2 interceptions on 2 straight plays, and that dug them a hole, and they couldn't win, and they lost to the Titans. And finally, Bears and Steelers. This game was rigged, definitely rigged, and the Steelers were getting all the penalties their way. The Bears were getting screwed over by the referees, and Pittsburgh won only by 1 point or 2 points. Like, this was still a close game, and it's something that the Bears should have won, and the Bears shouldn't get their hopes, shouldn't get demotivated from this, because they knew they were being screwed over, and the Steelers are looking a little shaky. Now on to week 10. This is going to be same thing, same quick recap. Ravens and Dolphins. The Ravens are bad this game. Dolphins are able to win. They now won 2 straight against one, a really bad team, and the second, a pretty good team. They're now 3-7. Saints and Titans. The Titans almost lose this game, but the Saints had their own little mistakes that sort of shot them in the foot with 2 mixed extra points, which they then lost by 2 points because they needed to make a 2-point conversion in the final minute, and they didn't get that, and the Titans win. Bills and Jets. The Bills get back on track and kill their AFC East opponent. The Jets suck. Mike White wasn't good this game, and the Bills are sort of getting their train moving again. Lions and Steelers. Of course, the Lions and Steelers tie this game. It's sort of karma for the Steelers winning it last week against the Bears, and the Lions, they can't go 0-17 this season anymore, but they still can go 0-16-1, which would be pretty funny. Yeah, the Steelers may be showing their true colors this game, and this was not an interesting game. Both teams sucked. Jags and Colts. The Colts win. The Jags choke in the final minute after getting a fumble by, guess who? Trevor Lawrence, their first overall pick, isn't playing that good this year. And yeah, the Colts are finally back at 500 at 5-5. The Buccaneers versus Washington. Washington upsets the Buccaneers this week with a huge win over the defending champs. Tom Brady wasn't good, having thrown 2 interceptions in the first quarter, and Washington was able to keep that lead throughout the game and win by 10 points. Browns and Patriots. The Browns are currently night and day. This team won by had a 45-point game last week, and then lost by 45 points to the Patriots this week. Yeah, they're really inconsistent, and the Patriots, they were able to win easily against this Browns team, and so far they've been really good recently. They've had a slow start, but they're able to get it back, and they're winning games, really good games, close games, and also scoring a lot of points. Falcons and Cowboys. Cowboys get right back on track, killing the Falcons this game, 43-3. Falcons are awful. Yes, they get that win last week, but they're awful. They're not good, and the Cowboys were able to get back in the win column really easily. Panthers and Cardinals. Of course, the Panthers, with Cam Newton, win against the 8-1 Cardinals. The Cardinals didn't have DeAndre Hopkins or Kyler Murray this game, but they still lost easily to the Panthers. Cam Newton had his first 2 plays being a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown, so he's been very good this game, and a lot of hype has been surrounding him, and maybe he can get the starting job for them this year. Vikings and Chargers. The Chargers lose to the Vikings this game. The Vikings weren't good at all. It was a little scary. Both teams were really bad, but the Vikings were able to win, and the Chargers, I don't know, they were really good to start the year, and now they're slipping away, and they're not so good. Seahawks and Packers. Oh, this game was so fun. Russell Wilson and the Seahawks get shut out for the first time in Russell Wilson's career and the first time in 10 years. Packers were also pretty bad this game, having scored 3 points in the first 3 quarters and then scoring 2 rushing touchdowns later in the game. Both QBs were bad. Aaron Rodgers getting back wasn't very good, even though he was sort of supposed to. You know, he had a 2-week break, sort of, or a 1-week break. And Russell Wilson, after coming back from his middle finger injury, he wasn't good at all, missing throws, and hopefully they can get back on track against their division rival, the Cardinals, next week. Eagles and Broncos. The Broncos were bad this week, and it made it seem like last week was a fluke for them. The Eagles were able to win, and there was a weird play where Teddy Bridgewater decided not to tackle a guy, even though he had a touchdown. I don't know, but the Eagles win. The Broncos, I don't know. It seems like last week was a little bit more like luck and just any given Sunday type of thing instead of them being actually a good team. Chiefs and Raiders. The Chiefs finally get back on track with a huge dominant win over the Raiders, and the Chiefs look like if they can keep this up with a 400-yard, 5-touchdown game by Patrick Mahomes, maybe they can, get back into that playoff seeding and start winning games. They now have the first seed in the AFC West, so it looks like everything is getting back to normal. And finally, Rams and 49ers. The Rams win. Nope. They lose. They lose to the 49ers this game, and the 49ers easily destroyed them. OBJ in his first game with the Rams was pretty bad, deciding not to catch a long pass by Matthew Stafford and instead letting the guy intercept it. Several interceptions by Stafford this game. 49ers were easily able to take advantage, similar to the Titans, and the Rams were not good this game, have lost 2 straight, and are now 7-3, and the 49ers maybe can get some momentum from this game. But that is going to do it for this. I hope you enjoyed this short little recap video. I wanted to do it a lot quicker because I just wanted to get back on track and on time, as week 11 has already started as I'm posting and recording this. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you want, and yeah, I'm going to see you in the next one. That's about it. See ya.